It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, man, I'm exhausted. It's been cleanup day around the house, and for all y'all that made it through the storms, man, I've got a bunch of firewood to be cut for tomorrow, so I'm gonna be busy for a bit. But welcome to the weekend. We made it to another Friday through another frigid, crazy Texas weather event, and for everybody out there, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I will be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147320 repeater. Thanks to Ernesto and myself, we drove down to the tower and got that thing turned back on, so the flagship is alive again. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting on, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel in the Discord. Swing by and join the fellas hanging out there during the game. I do not have a video net. Sorry, Scott. I am still on cellular backup here at the house. The old cable got taken out by the trees, so it's in 5 different pieces in the front yard. So I'm on backup, and there's no need in, spreading out all kinds of TV streaming on the cellular data plan. All right, now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you are welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. It is the first Friday of the month, and you know what that means. It's the Okies versus the Roadies. There and you've never played the trivia game and you've always thought it might be kind of fun, tonight is a great night to do it because it's the Oak Hill Club versus the Crossroads Club, and it's always a lot of fun. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follow. Round 1, it's all about the Godfather trivia. Round number 2 is film festivals. Round number 3, name that stadium. Get a little sports trivia in here. And round number 4 is Legends of Rock. Hope y'all got some Queen fans out here. If you know anything about Queen, it's going to come in handy for round number 4. Let the bitching commence on the Discord. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has any questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Nothing heard. All right, so we just killed the old bingo machine, And now it's time to get everybody moved over into the official Friday night trivia net. This is going to ask you for your name and your call sign and all that kind of stuff yet again if you've been playing on the bingo. If you would, please make your call signs and names look like those over there on the right. I would certainly appreciate it. And last but not least, it's going to ask you for a team. So if you are an Austin Oak Hill fan, then get in on the Oak Hill. If you are a Crossroads fan, then get in over there on the Roadies. And let's see how y'all do. So far, Oak Hill has won all 3 of these games. So the Crossroad guys, man, it's time to represent for the Crossroad people. So while y'all are getting logged in, once again, for all those out there, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you can be hanging out with us. We've got 17 people checked in so far, but that number is going to get going. I see a lot of people that still haven't checked in, so that number is surely going to rise. We'll give them just a few seconds to get their team picked and everybody locked in. And while they're doing that, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, guess what? It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as your request to join the Discord community. If you are not part of Discord, it's where we can say things that the FCC doesn't let us say on the radio and have all kinds of fun. So I highly recommend you join us on the Discord. You can do that on the website as well, n5oak.org. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the Trivia Net before, we're going to go through a practice question real quick just to show you how the game works. So now is a good time to pay attention. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answer will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located in the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. Well, we're going to start out with Jeffrey, KI5MVF. Jeffrey is in Austin. Ashley, on the other hand, Jeffrey is in Knowingville. So we can just make that Jeffrey's a butthole, or Jeffrey's annoying. I don't know. We'll figure out something. I like Jeffrey's a butthole. We'll just leave it at that. Phillips, AC5Gs out in East Austin. We got Norman, N5ZOT in Austin as well. Richard, W5SBD in Rosanke, Texas. We got Russ, W5ISH. He's in Edna. We got Ernesto, KI5PZN, hanging out in Austin. We got KI5STT. That's Dave in Buda, even though old Dave didn't put his name on there. And if we got a Dave, we got a Holly. Hi, Holly. W5LUL in Buda, Texas. Joe, K5KUA, all the way out in Jamaica Beach, Texas. Scott, KI5OBD, hanging out south in Kyle. We got Ken, KI5VGN in Austin. Karen, KI5ZPA. Way to go, Karen. Welcome. She's in Austin as well. We got the lazy dog, Rob, K9LZY. He's hanging out in Lakeway. We have Pat. passed tech Claude. Oh my goodness, Claude passed his tech. All right, so let's see if maybe he's got a call sign. I'm betting you he would have put it on there if he did. So, Claude, tell us in the Discord if you have a call sign, because I can't wait to talk to old Claude. Clint, KI5HMI in Cedar Park, man. It has been a pandemic since we saw Clint, and it's good to have you around, man. So, welcome back, Clint, KI5HMI. Got the guest, KG5SXL out in El Campo. We got KI5RBT in Pflugerville. He didn't put his name on there, so I'm guessing that one's old Benny boy. Steve, KG5LAA is in Burnet, Texas. David, AI5JC is in Cedar Park. We got KI5YDV, Big Ben in Hallettville. We got Andy, KI5YIT in Liberty Hill. We got KMOC in El Campo. We got Bill, W5ITZ out in Spring, Texas. Oh, he must be visiting the grandkids. We got Mike, W7QAG in Sugarland, Texas. We got Papa Kent, KI5RBT in Pflugerville, and Gary hanging out in El Campo as well. 28 people so far on tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. All right. Well, welcome to another fun one. Looks like Chad says he can't play tonight, but wanted to say hello. Hi, Chad. Hope you have a good weekend, brother. And we'll see you next weekend, hopefully. Let's get everybody moved over into round one. Round number one is Godfather Trivia. Before we get that started, though, we're going to see if anybody has any questions. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Well, I certainly didn't hear anything, so that's a good sign. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Oh, man, here we go. Question number one. Who wrote the 1969 novel, The Godfather? Oh, congrats, Claude. I figured you didn't have your test yet, man. But, all right, waiting on his call sign. So this will be the last one that Claude won't be able to talk in. So hopefully next time. Tell us, Claude, while he's typing on the Discord, do you have radios and all that stuff set up so that we can play? I'm sure you've chunked a little bit and see if you can hit the repeater. All right, we'll get his response on that. Let's see what y'all think on this question. Y'all are going with Mario Puzo. 57%. So let's see. Did he write the novel, The Godfather? He did. Check it out. All right. And let's see. Claude says he's good to go. Sweet. So we'll be talking to Claude next week. Let's see how y'all do with question number two. Which of Vito Corleone's henchmen ultimately sleeps with the fishes? Oh, it's close. Carlo Rizzi coming in first, followed by Luca Brasi. And then we got Barzini, followed by Soloz. So let's see, was it Carlo or was it Luca? Carlo or Luca? It was Luca. When Luca Brasi is killed by the crime family, they return his bulletproof vest to the Corleones with a fish wrapped inside. As to explain, it's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes. Question number three. What word was deliberately omitted from the Godfather screenplay at behest of Italian-American advocates? Who knew they couldn't say stuff in The Godfather? That's kind of ridiculous. All right, so let's see what y'all think. 45% going with Mafia, 38% Dago. Then we got the Greaseballs and the Goombas. So what word was deliberately omitted from the Godfather screenplay? It was the word Mafia. 45% got it right. So certain groups, including the Italian American Civil Rights League, tried to stop the film from being made. Producer Albert Ruddy struck a deal with Joe Colombo, reputable crime boss and head of the league, to take the words Mafia and Cosa Nostra out of the script. In another effort of goodwill, Ruddy agreed to hire members of the league as extras and advisors. Of course, you gotta grease up the family, otherwise, somebody's gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Question number 4. Who was the first person to ask Don Corleone a favor on the occasion of his daughter's wedding? Number 1 answer on the board, Bonacera. And the number 1 answer is the correct answer. So it says here, during Connie's wedding, Don Corleone listens to requests from a number of people. The first of these is Bonacera, the undertaker, who Don Corleone scolds for not properly asking. All right, question number 5, and halfway through our Godfather round. Where does Clemenza hide the gun that Michael uses to kill Salazzo and Captain McCluskey at the Old Luna restaurant? All right, looks like we got some new people coming into Discord. Fantastic. All right, so let's see what you think. Oh, look at that, 73% behind a toilet tank is where he put the gun. Under the table, coming in second. Then we got a tie for in the coat check and behind the bar. So where was the gun hidden at the Old Luna restaurant? Behind the toilet tank. Man. All right. So let's see. That's halfway. Let's throw up the scores and see what that looks like. Looks like we got Scott, KI5 OVD. Way to go, man, in the number 1 spot. Richard, W5SBD in the number 2 spot. And Ken, KI5 VGN in the number 3 spot. All right, so y'all check out your scores, and while you do that, we're going to let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. It's the Roadies versus the Okies, so both clubs could definitely use your love and your points. If you want to play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be hanging out with us. For those of you new and have never played, question number 6 is a fun one. It's where you get to bet your points, or none of your points, or some of your points. So if you think you're pretty good at The Godfather, y'all place your bets, and we'll see how you do at question number 6. This one is a fun one. How many blood packs were used to film Sonny's violent machine gun death scene? How many blood packs? Oh man, it was neck and there for a minute. Let's see what y'all think. So we got a tie between 67 and 97 blood packs. After that came 127, followed by 37. So how many blood packs were used in this crazy death scene? The correct answer is 127. Sonny's death was the most complicated special effects sequence in the entire film. It involved James Caan being in a suit fitted with 127 blood packs exploded in a specific sequence to simulate machine gun fire. All right, 8 people got that, so it's anybody's guess as to who that was going to do. Let's see, Scott, KI5 OBD, still in the number 1 spot. He got 437 points on that one, man. Way to go. Kent, KI5 RBT is in the number 2 spot now. He's got 331 points off of that one. And Ken, KI5 VGN, hanging in at number 3. All right, let's see how y'all do with question number 7. Which of these Godfather actors was not nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the 1973 Academy Awards? Well, let's see what you think. Robert Duvall taking the number 1 answer. John Cazale coming in second, followed by Al Pacino, James Caan. I think I'm saying that name. Maybe John's name is different. All right, so let's see. Which of these actors was not nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the 1973 Academy Awards? Survey says it was John Cazale. In total, The Godfather was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, including 3 for Best Supporting Actor. That was Al Pacino, James Caan, and Robert Duvall. John Cazale, who played middle brother Frito, was never nominated for an Oscar over the course of his short career. The actor from The Godfather dominated the supporting actor role comedy, even lost to Joel Grey for his work in Cabaret. All right, question number 8. Who betrays the Corleones to the Barzini family, enabling the hit on Sonny? Well, they all have pretty questionable faces here. Y'all are going with Tessio as 63%. Let's see, is that right? It is indeed. Look at y'all go. All right, question number 9. Which fruit's appearance is commonly accepted to be the harbinger of death and doom in The Godfather? All right, so we got somebody, looks like a GMRS, WRVY640, trying to get into the Discord. We're chatting with you in the lobby, but we're not seeing anything. So get in there and talk to Jeffrey in the lobby. We'll let you in on the Discord if you're trying to make that happen. All right, let's see where y'all went. Half of you said oranges. Plums coming in second, followed by bananas and raspberries. So which fruit is death and doom in The Godfather? It is oranges. Jeffrey's DMing with them. Oh, very good. All right. So we got you taken care of. So yeah, according to production designer Dean Tavoularis, the oranges were really intended to be symbolic of anything, or weren't really intended to be symbolic of anything. He chose them because their bright color offset the muted palettes of browns, grays, and reds used throughout the film. Question number 10 and the end of our Godfather round. What director helped edit The Godfather and created the infamous newspaper headline mattress sequence. Almost half of you went with Martin Scorsese. Then we had Brian De Palma coming in second, followed by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. So what director helped edit The Godfather's infamous newspaper headline mattress sequence? It was none other than George Lucas. George Lucas helped out his old friend of The Godfather, director Francis Ford Coppola, by editing certain parts of the movie, including the mattress sequence, as well as the footage of empty hospital corridors in the scene where Michael finds his father unprotected. Well, there you have it. That is round number one of our Godfather trivia. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing. We got Scott, KI5OBD. Check you out, man. You only missed one. Scott's got 1,057 points. Kent, KI5RBT, coming in second with 878 points. And Ken, KI5VGN, coming in third with 665. Let's go talk to Scott, KI5OBD, and see. Scott, you only missed one, man. Which one got you?
It was that last one. Brian De Palma. I picked Brian De Palma, but it was George Lucas. Interesting fact, I didn't know. But yeah, I've seen the movie a few times. There was also that producer, Paul Ruddy, wrote a book that they turned into a series on Netflix, I think. It could be HBO. It's called The Offer. Watched that too last year. Great series, and a whole lot of that background information about the making of the movie. So that helped. Fun round. Wow. I broke 1,000. Awesome. Great fun. KI5OBD. Back to net.
Yeah, I pulled a question out. They had something about that of the TV series or whatever that went in about, the making of The Godfather. And I pulled that out because I was like, this is about The Godfather. There's too many questions about The Godfather to go, beating down the new Netflix stuff. So, very cool, man. I was wondering. I didn't know that existed, so I'm going to have to go find that, and because it did look kind of cool. Let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. Kent only missed two. Are you a big Godfather fan, Kent?
It's funny, I didn't see it until I was probably 30, and then it was like I'm sitting there going, what did I do? I missed out for so many years. So yes, I am a big fan. I missed the Sleeps with the Fishes henchman, and I missed the very last one about the helping the director out. Great movie, the whole series as well. I guess it gets progressively worse throughout the sequels, but the first one is definitely a masterpiece. KI5RBT.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about sequels, and I was like, to me, the only sequels that have gotten better, that I could, name off the top of my head, were Airplane and Naked Gun. And those were the only ones that seemed to get funnier, but I also like, stupid crap. I've discovered if the movie reviewers say it's horrible, I'm probably going to love it. And if the majority of the people think it's awful, I'll probably find it funny. So it's just kind of how I work, but I'm used to it. Well, let's go talk to Ken, KI5VGN. Ken missed three. Ken, are you a big Godfather fan?
I would have a hard time naming a finer cinematic masterpiece than The Godfather.
All right, well, I will take that as a yes. Well, I will take that as a yes, then. I love that Clint got me some Leslie Nielsen up here on the Discord. Right on. Well, there we have it. There's our top three for round number one. Let's see how we're doing with the Okie versus Roadies contest. I wonder if we're going to have a miscellaneous team number 3 that always seems to sneak in here, even though the people that make this game say that it's not possible. It's not possible. And I keep telling them, your game sucks. Let's see, the Oak Hill is ahead. Number 1 with 315 points. Crossroads coming in second with 203. All right, y'all. This is looking good for the Oak Hill crowd, but Crossroads folks, come on now. We got to get you in here, man. We got 112 points to catch up on. So those Crossroads people, y'all start putting the echo out in Houston. Try and see if you can't find some more people. If you're listening out there, you're a Crossroads fan, get out here and help them out. They need all the help they can get. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check out. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We still have 3 more categories to go, 3 more rounds, 30 more questions. So if you're thinking about it, get in here and play. Like I said, the Crossroads people need you. We will see you right back here for round number 2. All right, that's going to do it for our first intermission. Let's say hi to, let's see, who we got in here. Oh, it just moved on me. Chris, W5CUI just joined the game, and Manny, KI5OBO. Manny and I went fox hunting forever ago. So, Manny, good to have you back around. We got Manny, we got Clint, we got a bunch of old familiar faces. The Offer. That is very right, Scott. That was totally it. I will go check it out. It's over on Paramount. All right, I'm writing that down. Well, let's get everybody moved over into round number 2. Round number 2. Let's see if we can't figure out how to make that work. We're going to see what you know about film festivals. Y'all know anything about film festivals. It's going to be fun. So while y'all are getting ready and getting all the things done, we're going to remind everybody it's Okies versus Roadies. And, man, both clubs need your help. The Crossroads, if you're around Houston, if you know anything about the Crossroads Ham Radio Club, get in here and play. They need some people. They need some points. And if you don't know what's going on, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Looks like we still got some power flashing up and down and around, so you might want to do it on your phone or your tablet, and get that over there on cellular, so if the Wi-Fi dies, you can still play along. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. You can come hang out with us and have some fun. We've got 30 plus people currently in the game, and round number 2 is all about film festivals. So if any of y'all know anything about all these hoity-toity film festivals coming through, this might just be your round. So let's see how you do in this fantastic round number 2, and we're going to start that out with question number 1. In 1981, what legendary actor founded the Sundance Institute, which took over the U.S. Film Festival in 1985? Let's see what you think. Y'all are going with Robert Redford, 63%. Check it out. We got Paul Newman coming in second, followed by Clint Eastwood and then John Voight. So in 1981, what legendary actor founded the Sundance Institute? Correct answer is Robert Redford. The Sundance Institute and Film Festival are named for Robert Redford's character in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. There you have it. Question number 2. What does the CA stand for in the name Tribeca Tribeca Festival, held each spring in New York City? Nobody, not one person, picked cause. Because, like, yeah, man. All right, so let's see. Canal is the number 1. Carnival coming in second. Camera number 3. So what does the CA stand for in the name Tribeca Festival? I didn't know that the CA stood for anything, but apparently it stands for Canal. 41 of y'all got that right. The Tribeca Festival, formerly the Tribeca Film Festival, is named for Lower Manhattan's Tribeca neighborhood, and the abbreviation of Triangle below Canal Street. There it is, Tribeca. Triangle below Canal Street. Oh, okay. This is where we got all the Soho and Hoo-Ho and FIFO and all the other BS they're coming up with now. It's those freaking New Yorkers. Question number 3. What micro-budget thriller spurred the found footage phenomenon from the 2000s when it debuted at Sundance in 1999? Wow, so 90% of you went with the Blair Witch Project. We're just going to see if that's right, because it's going to be funny if it's not. But it is. Thanks to an extremely clever online marketing campaign, the Blair Witch Project became a massive hit and ignited the found footage craze after it screened at Sundance in 1999. While there had been found footage films previously, none used the format to its advantage as well as the Blair Witch. With many moviegoers heading into showings with honest belief that the story was real. I went in there and that camera was so shaky, man. I was sick. Like it was too much back and forth for me. But man, I remember when that came out. My buddy Tom, there was also there's another film. It was in Sweden or something like that. So not only did I have to watch the film, but I had to read the subtitles, and it was the same kind of stuff. And it was. I remember when it was done, I was like, seriously, you just made me sit through this? And he was just laughing hysterically because he knew it was awful. Yes, Soda Sopa. Yes, dude, South Park did such a great job with that. Question number 4. Which of these films did not win both the Best Picture Oscar and the Venice Film Festival's Golden Lion? Which one did not win both of them? Ooh, let's see. Y'all are going with Brokeback Mountain, which is really funny because if you go into the little Giphy thing on Discord and type "Cowboys Suck," we get lots of Brokeback Mountain photos, which just cracks me up. We've got Hamlet coming in second, followed by The Shape of Water and Nomadland. So which of these films did not win both Best Picture Oscar and the Venice Film Festival's Golden Lion? Survey says it is Brokeback Mountain. To date, the only 3 films that have won the top prize in the Venice and gone to win the Best Picture Oscar, and while Ang Lee's Brokeback Mountain did capture the Golden Lion and enter the Oscars race as the odds-on favorite, it lost to Paul Haggis's Crash in 2005. Well, there you have it. Question number 5. What film festival began in 1976 as Festival of Festivals, a collection of winning films from other festivals? Man, y'all aren't real sure about this one. But the number 1 answer is the Toronto International Film Festival, followed by Vancouver International Film Festival, the Red Rock Film Festival, and then the Orlando Film Festival. So what began in 1976 as the Festival of Festivals, it was indeed the Toronto International Film Festival. Now considered one of the largest publicly attended film festivals in the world, the Toronto International Film Festival, or TIFF, is held every year starting on the Thursday after Canada's Labor Day. And I couldn't even tell you when that is. All right, 5 questions down. Let's throw the scoreboard up and see who's doing what. We got Clint, KI5HMI. Check him out in the number 1 spot. David, KI5STT in the number 2 spot. And Bill, W5ITZ in the number 3 spot. Check it out. So y'all look over your scores. We got more people trying to join us in the Discord. It's been a busy night tonight. So while we're getting all that settled, let's remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. If you are a Crossroads fan, they sure could use your help. And if you want to check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you need is a smartphone, tablet, or a computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. It's the Okies versus the Roadies. It's the first Friday of the month, and it's always my favorite game. So question number 6 is coming up next, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. Here we go. Question number 6. Which festival has an informal tradition that films make their North American debut there in order to be eligible? So supposedly we have a big film studio that's coming to Kyle or Hutto or somebody down south. That's right now it's being held up by the hippies because of water drain off and some other stuff. So they're holding it up. God love them. I need some hippies in the backyard. They're trying to clear out all this brush. I need to go install some hippies in the trees. Keep those excavators away. All right, let's see what you think. Number 1 answer is the Telluride Film Festivals. Number 2 is the New York Film Festival, followed by Sarasota, and then the Toronto International Film Festival. So which one do you have to make your North American debut there in order to be eligible? The correct answer is the Telluride Film Festival. By placing itself in the festival calendar immediately following the Cannes Film Festival and just before Toronto and New York, the Telluride Film Festival is able to uphold its tradition of hosting North America's premieres. This has led to the festival being associated with the discovery of a number of future filmmaking heavyweights such as Michael Moore and Robert Rodriguez. All right, so 43% knew that. Let's throw the scoreboard up and see what that did to our scores, if it did anything. Oh, wow, there's some lag going on here. We still got Clint, KI5HMI, in the number 1 spot. He hadn't missed one yet. Oh, he has missed one. He got 173 points on that one. Way to go, man. Way to go, man. And KI5RBT in the number 2 spot. He got 221 points. Look at you go, Ben. And Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 3 spot. He got 125 points on that one. Holly, Claude, and Scott also got that one right. So nice making that one happen. Yeah, we know Ben's a cheater, but it's okay. We still love him. Question number 7. Which filmmaker has won Best Director awards at the Berlin, Cannes, and Venice film festivals, but he's never won an Oscar? We got some crazy noise going on the repeaters. Y'all hearing that over in the Crossroads as well, or is that just a Oak Hill thing? Question number 8. What 2022 film whet the appetite of filmgoers with a surprise screening at the BFI London Film Festival? Alright, BFI London Film Festival. Let's see, what y'all pick? Almost half went with The Menu. Boiling Point coming in second, followed by The Bear and Bones and All. So, which 2022 film was a surprise screening at the BFI London Film Festival? The answer is The Menu. No, Rob, E is not the right answer. A surprise screening of an unannounced film is a regular feature of the BFI London Film Festival. In 2022, viewers sunk their teeth into Mark Mylod's dark comedy, The Menu. I haven't watched that, but the picture of that with Woody Harrelson and the other dude, that is the Triangle of Sadness. If you ever get a chance to watch the Triangle of Sadness, run away. It is absolutely terrible. Or I have bad taste in movies, or I'm not smart enough to be, entertained by dumb stuff, but I thought that movie was absolutely horrible. So, Triangle of Sadness, run away. Question 9. In what Midwestern city was the oldest film festival in the United States founded in 1952? Clint, I can't comment on The English Patient. That sounds rather chick flickish, just from the title, so I would have steered clear from that one, period. But, if The English Patient, if you thought it sucked, then The Triangles of Sadness was, Oh, dude, I want my 2 hours back. All right, actually it was like closer to 3, because it was one of those artsy-fartsy films where, everything is supposed to have meanings and whatnot, and the only meaning I got was that this movie sucked. All right, let's see what you think. Columbus coming in first, followed by Madison, Indianapolis, and Ann Arbor. So what Midwestern city was the oldest film festival in the U.S. founded in 1952? It was Columbus. Designed to encourage and promote the use of film and video in all forms of education and communication, the Columbus International Film and Animation Festival was founded in 1952. The festival presents trophies in a number of categories, with the prizes commonly known as Chris Awards. All right. Question number 10 and the end of our film festival round. When it debuted in 1947, the Edinburgh International Film Festival focused solely on these. All right, so Philip says anything is better than Jupiter Ascending. Jupiter Ascending. I think they made a sequel to that called Uranus. I could be wrong, though. Let's see what we got here. Short films is what y'all think, followed by documentaries, British films, and directorial debuts. So what did the Edinburgh International Film Festival focus on when it started? It was documentaries. No, you don't ever want to see Uranus descend, Philip. It's there's another thing is a descending something or other. Don't ever type descending in anything in Google. It will give you pictures that will haunt your nightmares for the rest of your life. All right, round number 2 is over. Let's add up the points and see how we did. We got Clint, KI5HMI in the number 1 spot, Kit, KI5RBT in the number 2 spot, and Ben, Kent Jr. in the number 3 spot. Let's go chat with Clint, KI5HMI. Clint, you missed 7. Which one's got you, man?
scrolling down here. I did not get the Toronto International Film Festival. Had no clue about the director, David Paul Thomas Anderson, and then didn't get the 2022 BFI Film Festival, the menu. So, hey, not bad for guessing. KI5HMI.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Guessing counts as the points, and that's just the way that works. Let's go chat with Kent. Kent, do you like all the snotty, new film, and all that BS? You don't like that, right?
No, sir, I don't know any of that nonsense. I miss Brokeback Mountain. I've never actually film festivals. I have. That's not my thing. So most of this was just a lot of guessing. KI5RBT.
Well, I will let you in on a secret. He gets it in the end in Brokeback Mountain. We'll just leave it at that. All right, Ben, KI5RBT. Are you going to come and say hi to us on the air, Ben? Let's see.
Hello.
All right, we got an official hello from Ben. That's all that matters. Well, there's our top three for round number 2. Let's add up all the scores and see how we're doing. And it looks like, we got a tie. Look at that, 1,450 points. Kent and Scott. And Kent is in the number 1 spot because I guess he got one answered more than Scott there. And then we got Ben, KI5RBT, in the number 3 spot. So there are the top 3 people you need to be gunning for if you're playing trivia tonight. Let's throw up the Okies versus Rhodey's score. Let's see how this one is looking. It's looking like, look at that. There's our lovely third team. Yay. We got Oak Hill in the number 1 spot with 614, and we got the Crossroads fans in number 2, 378 points. I will go dig out who that third team is, and we'll figure that out during the intermission. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. It's Crossroads versus the Oak Hill guys, so we need you in here. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to get you all moved over into our second intermission. The first question on this is, who's your favorite Thursday night net controller? And it's always fun to go bug all of our net controllers with it. So even if you don't know any of these people, y'all go vote for one of them, and the rest of them you can do as you wish. Vote for question number 1. We'll see you right here for round number 3. All right, so it's Claude. Claude didn't pick a team, so we're going to blame Claude on that. So y'all get in there and give him hell on the Discord. It was the new guy that just got his call sign. Man, I love hanging out with nerds. You always find out new fun things. Did you know you can put binary in a URL bar and it works? Thank you, Rob, for that little bit of business. That is fantastic. I love learning all these little things. Yeah, very fun. I had no idea. Learn something new every day. Always fun. All right, so we're headed over into round number 3. Wake up your device and make sure it's happy. Round number 3 is name that stadium. And I know, right? I've got some firewall rules to go look at myself there, Philip, because I thought I was the king of the dorks, but apparently not so much when it comes to old Rob. I'm going to have to get Rob to come in here and try to break my network and see what he can do. All right, so name that stadium. I know the nerds don't have a whole lot of, sports stuff in them, so I figured this would be kind of fun for both of y'all. But before we get into name that stadium, we got to name that net. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. If you know anything about sports and sports stadiums, we need your help. I know everybody in here needs your help. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And I know the nerds would totally love your help because it's sports. Nobody cares about sports, right? So now that we got all the IDs out of the way, and we know that Rob's going to come over with his binary fun and get around our firewalls, let's fire up round number 3, see how y'all do with question number 1. What is the affectionate local nickname for the Ohio State University's football stadium? Ooh. All right, so we might have to think twice about letting Rob in the club. He's got looks like he's got some bad ties into foreign governments that might get us into trouble. So y'all keep your eye on Rob. You never know how that's gonna work. All right, let's see what y'all think. 48% said the horseshoe, followed by the O. I remember the O face from The Office. 19 is the U, and then the hat. So it's either the O, the U, the hat, or the horseshoe. Let's see. Somebody put the O face up there on Discord for us. The horseshoe is correct. The OSU horseshoe, nickname for such its unique shape, celebrated its 100-year anniversary in 2022. Question number 2. What was the name of Paycor Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bengals, prior to the 2022 NFL season? There's lots of brown when it comes to stadium names, apparently. The majority of you went with the Procter & Gamble Stadium, followed by the Paul Brown Stadium, followed by the Cincinnati Arena, and then the Mike Brown Stadium. I don't know if Mike Brown and Paul Brown are related, but they're both brown. And the 43% that picked Procter & Gamble were incorrect. It is the Paul Brown Stadium. Paycor Stadium originally opened in 2000 as Paul Brown Stadium in honor of the Cincinnati Bengals founder Paul Brown. There you have it. All right, let's see what we got for question number 3. What Major League Soccer team calls Mercedes-Benz Stadium their home? So, I wonder, they got FC on all of these except Miami, and it's CF. Yeah. Somebody is a typo, or if that's just a Miami thing. But let's see what you think. The Atlanta United FC is coming in first place, followed by Orlando City FC, and then the Inter Miami CF, which should be, I think, FC. Nobody picked on the Charlotte FC. The correct answer is the Atlanta United FC. Those are the ones that were there. Question number 4. In what California city will you find the SAP Center, home to the NHL's Sharks? It would be really cool if that shark had lasers. Freaking lasers, man. Let's see what y'all think. San Jose. Over half of you picked San Jose. San Diego coming in second, followed by Sacramento, and then San Francisco. So where are the Sharks? Where do they play? They are in San Jose. That's it. Rob finally knew one. Way to go, Rob. I hope you got that right. The SAP Center in San Jose, California is known locally as the Shark Tank. Question number 5. What venue was home field for the Detroit Lions before they relocated to Ford Field in 2002? I thought that was supposed to be green, Kent. I thought they were all about the verde, not the azul. All right, let's see what you think. The Pontiac Silverdome is taking 65%. Look at the branch. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. The Chrysler Coliseum coming in second, followed by the AMC Traffic Arena. How terrible is that? AMC Traffic Arena. Nobody picked the Buick Bowl. Aw, that's a shame. Let's see what it is. It is the Pontiac Silverdome. From 1975 to 2002, the Detroit Lions play in the Pontiac, in nearby Pontiac, Michigan, at the Pontiac Silverdome. The arena was demolished in 2017. Aw, what a bummer. All right, so that's question 5. Let's throw up the scoreboard and see. We got Ashley in the number 1 spot. I don't know if that's the same Ashley as that's over in Jeffrey Sucksville, or if that's a different Ashley, because Ashley KI5MVF is in the 13th spot. So I like saying Jeffrey Sucksville anyway, and we'll leave it at that. Kent, KI5RVT coming in second. And Claude, who's so close to having a license, man, so close to getting to talk to Claude, coming in 3rd place. So y'all check out the scores, including you that are out there in Jeffrey Sucksville. It's a fun place to play trivia down there in Jeffrey Sucksville. It's just south of Austin. You will find Jeffrey Sucksville. And if you're not in Jeffrey Sucksville, you're probably wondering what we're talking about. And just in case you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Ryan. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. It is question number 6, and you know what that means. It is time to place your bets. Oh, don't you blame my cell connection over there, Bill. I'm coming straight off the radio. It is hot, 100% RF. What team played the Green Bay Packers in the Ice Bowl, which earned Lambeau Field the nickname the Frozen Tundra? I was really kind of hoping Cody would be here for this, but let's see what y'all think. Dallas Cowboys taking the number 1 spot, followed by the Minnesota Vikings, the Chicago Bears, and nobody picked on the San Francisco 49ers. So what was the Ice Bowl? It was between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The Green Bay Packers played the Dallas Cowboys in -13-degree weather on New Year's Eve, 1967, New Year's Eve, and earned Lambeau Field its chilly nickname in the process. Now, it doesn't say who won, but I think it's a given that the Cowboys suck, so more than likely Green Bay won that one, if I had to guess. We'll see in the Discord if anybody knows. But besides all the Dallas sucks, memes, we'll keep it at that. So let's see how many people figured that one out. 61% of you. All right, so that's gonna see. Let's see what that does to the score. Kent Cat 5 RBT is in the number 1 spot, man. Kent got 330 points on that. Way to go, man. Claude coming in second, and Ashley from may or may not be Jeffrey Sucksville is in third. There you have it. There's your top 3 for that, man. These betting questions are a whole lot of fun. All right, let's see what question number 7 does for y'all. What rock musician holds the record for most performances at Madison Square Garden? I think a lot of the new Cowboys players are from Jeffrey Sucksville. It's the one thing that they all have in common. Let's see what y'all picked. Looks like Billy Joel coming in number 1, followed by Elton John, and then a tie for Prince and good old Neil Diamond. So what rock musician holds the record for most performances at Madison Square Garden? The correct answer is Billy Joel. Billy Joel has made 129 appearances at Madison Square Gardens as of 2022 and calls it the center of the music universe. Question number 8. What major airline sponsors the field inside Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum? All right, I caught it that time. That's Matt, K5TMT. Matt, your repeater is acting goofy, man, and that's where all this feedback fun stuff is coming from. So, just like that, I disconnected him from the All-Star, and that should keep us from getting all that weird feedback look. Or at least we will, we hope so. All right, here we go. Question, 62% went with United Airlines, followed by Delta Airlines, and then a tie for Qatar and Emirates. So So what major airline sponsors is the field, the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum? It is the United Airlines. That's it. Yeah, Matt's not playing, so it's all right. He'll figure it out. But now I got something else to bitch to him about. His repeaters ruining our game. In 2018, United Airlines is going to rename the LA Coliseum after itself, but due to incredibly amazing Arena Historical Society, they opted to just sponsor the field. Lots of people bitching about that one. Nobody cares. It's United Airlines. American Airlines has their name on like 700 stadiums. You don't even know which one it is. Question 9. Which of these stadiums in Beijing, China is the Bird's Nest? So that looked like the W5LCR VH Hub node in Jackson County that made that little bit of burp on that one. All right, let's see. 48% went with blue, 31% went with the green, 21% yellow. Nobody picked red. Aw. All right, so let's see. Was it blue? Were you correct? You were. There it is. 48% got that one right. The National Stadium, better known as the Bird's Nest, due to its unique crisscross exterior design, was built for the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. The stadium was co-designed by Chinese activist artist Ai Weiwei. I like Weiwei better. Weiwei made the Bird's Nest in China. Question number 10. In what Australian city is the striking rugby and football stadium AAMI Park located? Let's see what you think. Half of you went with Melbourne, followed by Sydney, and then a tie for Canberra and Adelaide. So let's see. Is it Melbourne? Are y'all right? Check it out. You are. AAMI Park hosts several national rugby and soccer teams in Melbourne, Australia. It is Melbourne's first purpose-built rectangular stadium. It's a pretty neat one, too. All right. Well, there we have it. The end of round number 3 is upon us. Let's add up the scores and see. We got Kent, KI5 RVT in the number 1 spot, Claude coming in second, and Ashley in third. So let's go talk to Kent, KI5 RVT. He only missed one. Which one got you, man?
The Bengals Stadium, Paul Brown. I had no idea. I figured Procter & Gamble was based in Ohio somewhere. I am absolutely not a football fan. I'm a big baseball fan and racing fan, but a shot in the dark. That's KI5 RBT. Back to that.
Roger, man. Well, there you have it. We got Claude in second place, and I would love to go talk to him. Let's go see Ashley in number 3 place. Let's see if this is Ashley from Jeffrey Sucksville, or if this is a new Ashley that can talk to us through a different control operator. Ashley, are you out there? Well, it is indeed a different Ashley. Because Ashley from Jeffrey Sucksville loves to come in and chat and tell us exactly where Jeffrey is. So let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL. She's in the number 4 spot. Holly only missed 2. Which one's got you, Holly?
Hey, Rusty. I didn't know that the SAP Center was in San Jose. I picked Sacramento. And I missed the Pontiac Silverdome. W5LUL. Back to net.
Roger, Roger. Well, see, now you know. It'll be stuck in your head. Well, so that's the top three for round number 3. Let's add up all the scores and see how we're doing in the trivia net so far. We got Kit, KI5RBT's got 2,417 points. Scott, KI5 OBD, man, I like your point total. 1977, that's the year I was born. And Ben, KI5RBT, Mr. Cheater himself, coming in third with 542. So I found Claude had the missing gap in the teams. So we'll put that in the Oak Hill gang as much as the Crossroads would love for me to do that. Let's see how the old score is between the club. We got the Oak Hill team in the number 1 spot with 957 points. And the Crossroad team coming in second with 590 points. Looks like Bill wants to protest. Bill, bring your protest out to the club. What can we do for you?
Hey, Rusty. Yeah, we think those points ought to be just voided and not go anywhere. W5ITZ.
Well, we will take that up with our scoring committee during our round 3 intermission, and we will see. We'll see what exactly they have to say about that.
Yes, sir. We anxiously await that decision. Hi. W5ITZ.
Yeah, I think you know how that's going to go, but we'll see. We'll see. They're kind of mean, and they haven't been drinking yet, so they're not going to be very forgiving, I had the feeling. Well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. The Crossroads fellows and fellettes need some hands and some points, so if you're hanging out and you're listening to a Crossroad frequency, help them out. Join in on the game. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We're going to get everybody moved over into our third intermission, and we will fire that up, and once that's done, we will see you right back here for round number 4.
W7QAG.
W7QAG, WZ5BBS. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for making me feel old. You just said that you were born in 1977, and I graduated from high school in 1977. So thanks a lot for making me feel old, brother.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, that's what Jeffrey from Jeffrey Sucksville, he makes me feel old because he's in his 20s, and so is Ashley, and I would say Ashley's not a whiner. Jeffrey's more of a whiner, but yeah, they make me feel old. So there's always something. But yeah, 1977, man. I graduated high school in 1995, and I think that's probably when Jeffrey was born. So Hakuna Matata. It's the circle of life.
KI5HMI, radio check, please.
I heard you in there, Clint. I was just topping off my drink, but you're in there just fine. Hey Rob, if you need to be the young guy, man, go hang out with the Austin Club. They're the average member is like 150 over there, and they're a bunch of great guys. But yeah, they're definitely. If you want to feel amazing, go over there. You can still bend over and poop by yourself. Then you are a rock star, according to the Austin Club. All right. Let's get y'all moved over into round number 4. This is the last round of the game. So if you're out there and you're thinking, it would be kind of fun to get in here and play, now's the time. We got 10 questions. If you know anything about Queen, and not the Queen, the Legends of Rock Queen, now would be a great time. The Crossroads family needs your help. And they need all the points that they can get. See if they can't pull this out of a hat. We've got over 30 people playing with us so far. So by all means, get in here and have some fun. But before we get round number 4 going, you know what we got to do. We got to get that frog out of your throat, and then let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS, and I am your net control from tonight. I am transmitting from Jeffersonville, just south of Austin. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. Maybe next week we can get everybody to check in from Jeffrey Zucksville, and we'll make it a permanent place on the map. All right, round number 4, it's Legends of Rock, everything you need to know about Queen. So let's see how y'all do with question number 1. Which band member was not part of the original Queen lineup when first formed in London in 1970? Let's see. Looks like y'all think Freddie Mercury was the correct answer. We got a tie for John Deacon and Roger Taylor. Brian May coming in number 4. So let's see. Was it Freddie Mercury? It wasn't. It was John Deacon. Queen was formed in 1970 by Brian May, Freddie Mercury, and Roger Taylor. Bassist John Deacon joined in 1971. Only 7 people knew that. Question number 2. Which of these hits does not appear on Queen's 1981 Greatest Hits compilation, the all-time best-selling album in the UK? Over half of you picked Radio Gaga, followed by Another One Bites the Dust, Somebody to Love, and Don't Stop Me Now. So which of these does not appear on the 1981 Greatest Hits album? It is, you got it, Radio Gaga. As of 2023, Queen's 1981 Greatest Hits remains the best-selling album in the UK with over 7 million copies sold. Radio Gaga was not released until 1984. Question number 3. Which member of Queen has a PhD in astrophysics? So nobody thinks it's Freddie Mercury, like not even one person. Brian May coming in first, followed by John Deacon and then Roger Taylor. So let's see, is it Brian? Looks like y'all know some bits. That's definitely correct. Brian May has a PhD in astrophysics from London's Imperial College. I wonder if they do things in metric. Question number 4. What is the only Queen album to reach number 1 in the U.S.? So it's looking like what? A Night at the Opera is in number 1, followed by a tie for News of the World and The Game. The Works coming in number 4. So what is the only Queen album to reach number 1 in the U.S.? The correct answer is The Game. Queen's 8th studio album, The Game, came out in 1980 and was their only record to reach number 1 in the U.S. It includes the single Another One Bites the Dust and Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Question number 5, and halfway through the Queen round. Before joining Queen, drummer Roger Taylor was approached by British band Blank for a spot behind their kit. Look at this, 54% going with Pink Floyd. We got Genesis coming in second, followed by T-Rex and Yes. So let's see. Where did Roger Taylor almost go before he hit Queen? It was Genesis. In 1970, Roger Taylor turned down an offer to join Genesis, and Phil Collins became their drummer instead. All right, there's question number 5. So let's throw the scoreboard up and see who knows the most about Queen. It's looking like Ken, KI5VGN, with 242 points. We got Gary coming in second with 234 points, followed by Philip, AC5G, with 227 points. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, let's remind all the good folks you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. It's the Okies versus the Roadies. We do this on the first Friday of every month. And if you want to play along, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you will be in the money, as they say. It's question number 6, and that means that it is time to place your bets. Which Queen album originally included a poster of 65 nude bicycle riding women? Let's see what we think here. 76% of you went with A Day at the Races, followed by Sheer Heart Attack, then Jazz, and Innuendo. So let's see, where was 65 nude bicycle riding women? Oh man, that's I really wish they would have put that poster on here. It would have been kind of fun. So let's see, A Day at the Races, is that correct? It is not. It is Jazz. And we only had 2 people that knew that, one of those being Jason, KF5HKQ. Jason, get in here and tell us, did you know that for a fact, or were you just a lucky guesser? Well, we missed out on Jason. Let's see, we got guest KG5X or SXL. KG5SXL. If you're out there and you want to come chat, you were the only other one that got this right. You got 63 points, as a matter of fact. So, did you know this, or were you just guessing? All right, well, either way, Jason, KF5HKQ, said on the Discord that he was just guessing. So 2 people got this right. Let's see what that did to the scoreboard. Did that make anything change? We'll see that if the old connection will make this happen. Come on, fellas. Gary is in the number 1 spot, followed by Philip, AC5G, and Steve, KG5LAA. There's your top 3. Way to go on that one. Nobody in the top 3 got any points on that one. But let's see, guest KG5SXL got 63 points on that one, bumped him into the number 5 spot. All right, well, let's see about question number 7. Which member of Queen wrote 1984's I Want to Be Free? Half of you saying Freddie Mercury was it. Roger Taylor coming in second, followed by John Deacon, and then Brian May. So who wrote I Want to Be Free? I Want to Break Free, sorry, in 1984. It was John Deacon. Bassist John Deacon wrote I Want to Be Free, Break Free, including the 1984 album The Works. The song's music video, which featured the band in drag, was banned on MTV for being too risque. So Queen was too risque. I guess Michael Jackson was too black. It's really kind of funny. I didn't really ever notice that MTV had standards just by watching it, but apparently they thought very highly of themselves. Number 8. What was the name of Roger Taylor and Brian May's pre-Queen band? Well, we got a tie between Smile and Royal. We got Flash coming in third, followed by Haven. So what was the name of Roger Taylor and Brian May's pre-Queen band? The correct answer is Smile. As a student at London's Imperial College, Brian May formed a group, Smile, which disbanded in 1970 with drummer Roger Taylor. In 2018, the band re-recorded Doin' Alright, which was used in the 2018 Bohemian Rhapsody film. Question number 9. Which of these astrological star signs is not represented in Queen's official logo? All right, looks like we got boobies in the Discord, brought to us by Bill. All right, let's see. Y'all are saying Cancer is the sign that's not there, followed by Libra, Leo, and Gemini. So which one is not represented in Queen's official logo? This is probably a trick question. The correct answer is Libra. Freddie Mercury designed the band's logo to include zodiac signs of the 4 members. John Deacon and Roger Taylor were both Leos, Lions. Brian May is Cancer, which is the crab, and the 2 fairies represent Mercury's Gemini sign. Despite the obvious symmetry of scales, Libra is not represented in the band's logo. Man, he couldn't find the crab, but we found a boatload of bicycling boobies on the Discord. Question number 10 and the end of round number 4. What prestigious honor did Queen guitarist Brian May receive in January of 2023? So y'all are pretty sure that he got his knighthood, 76%. Let's see, are y'all right? Yes, you are. King Charles III awarded Brian May a KBE, Knight of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, for service to music and the charity. He is now officially Sir Brian Harold May. So he did get his knighthood. All right, well that does it for round number 4. Let's add up the scores and see who's doing what on this one. Check it out. Philip, AC5G in the number 1 spot. Steve, KG5LAA in the 2nd spot. And Joe, K5KUA in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G, and see which one's got him. And Philip, do you consider yourself a big Queen fan?
I definitely like Queen, but I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan. I think that was just a lot of luck that round, and especially on question number 6, my answers didn't pop up, so I didn't get to actually answer anything. So that didn't help me, but it also didn't hurt me. So I think that may have helped actually. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for running the net. AC5G back to net.
Roger, man. Well, let's see, Steve, KG5LAA. Steve, do you consider yourself a big Queen fan?
That's big, Roger. Yeah, Queen was big in the 80s, and yeah, they were definitely a showman band. I mean, Freddie Mercury, he knew how to work the crowd so well, and I can't believe I missed 5 of 5 and I'm in 2nd place. That doesn't really seem to add up. Anyway, KG5LAA, back to net.
Well, sometimes it's not about what you know, it's what everybody else doesn't know that helps you out there, man. So you never know on that one. But hey, either way, you're in 2nd place. Let's go talk to Joe, K5KUA. Joe, are you a big Queen fan as well?
I did listen to him some back in the 80s, but like the other guy Steve said, I missed 5 of 5 also and still came in 3rd place.
Yep, everybody in the top 3 in round 4 all missed half of them. So, it all comes down to timing and that betting question. That's what really gets you. All right, well, there's the top three in round number 4. Let's add up all the scores and see who the winner of tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net is. And it looks like Kent, KI5RBT, is in the number 1 spot with 2,620 points. We got Scott, KI5OBD, in the number 2 spot. He's got 2,240 points. And Karen, KI5ZPA, in the number 3 spot. Way to go, Karen, with 1,587 points. Let's go chat with Kent, KI5RBT, and see what he and Ben are up to for this weekend.
Well, I think I'm going to work on my my offense and try to finish. I have another desk I need to build, and I just ordered an Ergotron Visa mount for one of my monitors, my 34-inch monitor, so I can get that off the desk and move things around to make things better and find a place for my radios, because they're right now in a little cart. He's going to be going home back to his mom's tomorrow afternoon, so I don't think we'll be doing anything big, maybe watch a movie during the day. KI5RBT.
Right on, man. Sounds like a lot of fun. Let's go talk to Scott, KI5OBD. Scott, man, second place. Congratulations. What's going on down there with you this weekend?
Oh, Rusty, chores. There is a contest. There's a couple of contests going on this weekend. There's a 10-10 contest and there's a EU DX contest. So I'll probably play on the radio and try to get some things done. Have car business. Well, yeah, chores. Boring stuff. But wow, fun game. Second place. That first round was awesome. This is KI5OBD. Y'all have a good weekend. Thanks, Rusty. KI5OBD, back to that.
Yeah, man, you kicked ass in that first round for sure, so it definitely helped you out. Well, right on, man. I've got some wood to chop up and cut down and turn into firewood and stuff like that. I spent the majority of the day picking all that stuff up. I have my own little forest in the backyard now, so I'm going to have a bunch of firewood, though, so I am not complaining. My back is kind of complaining, but I'm going to take some pills and tell it to piss off, because we got a whole nother day tomorrow to make it happen. Well, let's go talk to Karen, KI5ZPA. Karen, congratulations on number 3. What are you up to this weekend?
Hey, Rusty, not a bunch, and just kind of normal weekend stuff, catching up on things around the house. This is my very first time on the air. Got my license on Monday, and it looks like Karen, but it's Karen, like you're putting the car in the garage. KI5ZPA.
It is Karen. Well, welcome, Karen, KI5ZPA, ZPA. Welcome to Ham Radio, and welcome to the Trivia Net. So you got your license on Monday, and you said that this is the first time. Is this the first time you've talked on the repeater, period?
Yes, very first time.
Well, I love getting to talk to new people. It's a blast. And so welcome, like I said, welcome to Ham Radio. I don't know that we've got you on the Discord yet, so go join us on the Discord, and go join us in the Oak Hill as well, on the Oak Hill Club as well. Oop, did I put up the wrong thing? I might have put up the wrong screenshot, guys. Whoops. But welcome, and thanks for coming and hanging out with us on a Friday night. So, like I said, if you don't know anything about Discord, then go join us and talk to us. It's a great place to ask questions. There's a ton of people on there, and Ernesto says that he approved you on there, so you are on the Discord. Fantastic. Well, welcome, Karin, to the group, and we look to hearing you on the repeater. You've got the calendar on the website. We'll tell you when you can come hang out with us and what all's going on. So look forward to seeing you on the Discord and the repeater. Have a good weekend. Let's go see if Ben, KI5RBT, wants to say anything about what's going on.
He's too busy playing Minecraft right now, so he said no. KI5RBT.
All right, my name is Jeff. We will talk to you later. We got Claude in the number 5 spot. Claude is passed his test, but he doesn't have a call sign yet. I can't wait to talk to Claude next week. Next week, Claude, you're going to have a call sign, and it's a whole different game, man. So we will see you next Friday for sure, man, and hopefully sooner on the repeater when you get that call sign. Let's go talk to Ken, KI5VGN, and see what he's doing on this fine weekend. You got any fun tree chores in your future, man?
No, that is one of the advantages of living in an apartment. I don't have to clean up jack squat around my home.
Well, good for you, man. I sat on my butt all day, and I was just like, it's going to take me about 45 minutes to go clean all this stuff up. It's not going to be a big thing. And 3.5 hours later, I had everything in the backyard. So it was a little bit of a project. It was a little bigger than I thought, but I needed the exercise, so, it is what it is. But congrats on apartment dwelling, and enjoy your non-picking up of all things leaves and dead trees. It's a whole lot of fun. All right, well, let's go talk to Holly, W5LUL, and see what she and Dave are up to this weekend. Holly, what you got going on?
Hey, Rusty. I'm thinking I'm probably going to watch while Dave gets out tools to fix the trees in our yard, and maybe I'll be the one to climb on the roof at the other house. And it's my mom's birthday, so we'll probably do something like that, but mostly just hanging out around the house. Thanks for hosting the net, W5LUL. Back to net.
All right, I always like watching people work. It's a whole lot better. I'm putting in the round 4 winners again to see if this works. All right, there we go. There we go, guys. That ought to get you the round 4 winners and the correct ones. Keeping me on my toes over there. All right, so we have Ashley, but this Ashley is not from Jeffrey Sucksville. She's just Ashley. So Ashley, if you can chat with us and tell us what you're doing this weekend, we would love to hear. So Ashley, in place number 8, if you want to come talk to us, now is your time. From Ashley. All right, well, have a good weekend. Nonetheless, let's talk to Steve, KG5LAA. Steve, what you got going on for the weekend?
Well, Rusty, I think I'm going to be like several people on here. I'm going to be going out in the yard and seeing what fell out of the trees. I haven't really gotten around to doing that yet, but tomorrow is going to be scouting out and seeing what happens. But other than that, it was a very challenging game today, very enjoyable. So thank you, Rusty. KG5LAA, back to net.
I can usually tell how much people know about this just judging by the amount of bitching going on in the Discord about it's not fair, it's rigged, I hate you, all the typical things that happen. So nobody's been really complaining, which means things are pretty good. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, we got K-Mog in the number 10 spot, and let's see if K-Mog wants to come tell us what's going on for the weekend. All right, well, happy weekend to you. Let's go talk to Clint, KI5HMI. Clint, you're in the number 11 spot. Way to go, man. It's good to have you back in the ham radio fun. And what you got going on for the weekend, man?
Yeah, good to be back. Got to go out in the yard and pull some tree branches up to the Street, and then I think tomorrow we're going to a 3-year-old's birthday party, so that ought to be great fun. KF5HMI back to net control.
Totally, man. 3-year-old birthday party. My brother lives in South Austin, and I always go to my nephew and my niece's birthday parties, and it's always entertaining to see the parents and talk to the parents, because I'm like the only one that's single and in my 40s and don't have any kids, and so I'm still like jovial and you know, can talk, and it's so funny. Kids just suck the life out of you in a good way, but wow, it's always pretty fun. All right, well, I want to thank Philip and Bill for making that happen. And now Phil really does hate me. All right, Philip. Well, my mouth is known to get me in a whole lot of trouble, but my looks get me out of it. So it's kind of a catastrophe. All right. The numbers we all want to know. Did the Crossroads Club come back and take out the Oak Hill Club? Did it happen? Let's see. Let's put the points up. And the Oak Hill Club is in the first place with 1,111 points over the Crossroads 690 points. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I was really going for the Crossroads team too, man. Y'all really needed this. I was really hoping for you. But there's always next month. There's next month, man. Exactly right. It's just barely, Bill. Just barely. You're almost there. Well, let's back that off. There's your top 3 for the Friday Night Trivia Net, but we're not done yet. We still have the elimination round. For those of you who are new and have never played with us before, the elimination round, the Trivia Net's done. It's a done deal, but the elimination round is how we kick you out and send you home. It's our fun little way of saying goodnight. So we're going to get everybody moved in over there to get playing. So the big thing on this one is you don't have to be quick. You just have to be right. The questions roll the same. You got 15 seconds to make a choice, but you don't get any points on this. You're either right or you're wrong. And the first time you're wrong, we send you packing, and that's it for the night. So make sure you read these things and you understand them and you answer as best as you can, because the first time you're wrong, you're gone. All right, let's see how you do with round number 1 with our elimination round. Let's see if y'all get past this one. In what U.S. city has the South by Southwest Film Festival been held since 1994? We got to make everybody feel special, Clint. That's just the way this works. So at that, 96% picked Austin. 4% picked San Antonio. Nobody picked Oklahoma City or Santa Fe. So let's see, the South by Southwest Film Festival. Where in the world is that? It's in Austin. That's it. That leaves us with 24 survivors. We got 5 people eliminated, and Mike, W7QAG, was our only one that thought it was in San Antonio. So good night, Mike. We will see you next week. Question number 2. What is Freddie Mercury's given first name? Man, we got these things ticking off all the way till the end. Check it out. We lit up all of the buttons. So Farouk is coming in number 1, followed by Fiaz, something like that, followed by Frederico and Farouk. The correct answer of what is Freddie Mercury's given first name. His first name is Farouk. Haha. Well, that gives us 9 people left. We got 9 survivors, and we got to say goodnight to quite a few people. So let's let the repeaters take a breath, and I will come back and say goodnight. So just like that, man, question number 2, it took out Frank, it took out Gary, it took out Bill, W5ITZ, Darren, KI5HVF, the Rust E Hammer, oh man, Steve, KG5LAA, Claude, and we're looking forward to next week, Claude. We will get to talk to you. Lazy Dog, Rob, K9LZY, Ernesto, KI5PZN, David, KI5STT, Clint, KI5HMI, Andy, KI5YIT, Kent, KI5RBT, Holly, W5LUL, and Matt, K9MGW. But we're down to 9. Let's see if these 9 can make it to question number 10. Question number 3, in what country did the English language originate? Let's see, it's either England or Germany, according to you all. Nobody picked the Netherlands or Italy. So in what country did the English language originate? The correct answer is Germany. Only 33% got that right. So that's going to leave us down to 3 survivors. And we have got to say goodnight to our guest, KG5SXL, Philip, AC5G, David, AI5JC, Karen, KI5ZPA, Scott, KI5OBD, and Major Kong. All right. We got Ashley, and Ashley is not from Jeffrey Sucksville. We got Manny, KI5OBO, and Joe, K5KUA. We're down to 3. Let's see how they do with question number 4. Which U.S. President's advisors were known as the Kitchen Cabinet? Well, it's one of 2 answers according to our remaining 3. Theodore Roosevelt got 67% of the answer. Andrew Jackson got 33% of the answers. Nobody picked Millard Fillmore or Grover Cleveland. So which U.S. President's advisors were known as the Kitchen Cabinet? It was Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson. During his first term as president, Andrew Jackson's official cabinet was ineffectual due to a bitter rivalry between the Secretary of State Martin Van Buren and Vice President John C. Calhoun. As a result, Jackson turned to a group of trusted friends and advisors who were mockingly referred to in the press as his kitchen cabinet. Well, you know what that means? That means we lost 2 people, but tonight's winner is Ashley. Way to go, Ashley, for winning the Friday Night Trivia Nets elimination round. We got to say goodnight to Joe, K5KUA, and Manny, KI5OBO. Way to go, Ashley, for making that one happen. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through donations and the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at N5OAK.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the great people at the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If it wasn't for the Crossroads people, we'd still be doing North's versus South and fighting over the river. And now we got two clubs that can go head-to-head, and I absolutely love it. If you'd like to see all the fun things that these two groups are up to, you can visit them at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. Before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, play some of your favorite door games. You can also check out TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. Everything about the TriviaNet can be found on the website as well. Don't forget, this weekend, besides all of your fun tree chores, we got the KI5 MVF Fox out on the weekend. All the details can be found on the web and in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. We also have the Wind Down Net this Sunday at 7:30, hosted by Miresto, KI5PZN, and KI5SYX. This is WZ5BBS, and it is time to bring tonight's Friday Night TriviaNet to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back into regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I would like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Have fun with all of your crazy winter-related projects, and we will see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night TriviaNet. 73, y'all.
Bye.